SBA Publications.
Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope that you are doing well and you are studying hard at your homes. Today we have reached at our chapter number 8 of English Grammar, and the name of our chapter is Conditionals. So without any further ado, let's get started. Sentences that inform us about a condition affecting an action are known as conditions. The sentences which tell us about any condition that affects the action is called conditionals. Conditional sentences are complex sentences made up of two clauses in which several tenses may be used. So these are very complex sentences. They are made up of two clauses and they may use more than one type of tense. Usually a conditional sentence has an if clause and a main clause. The following forms are used to introduce conditional clauses. Let's see what are these. If, even if, unless, until, till, in case, in the event, provided that, providing that, on condition that, as long as, so long as, suppose, supposing that, whether, or, etc. So the basic structure of conditional sentences is as follows. So we started with if or when, then the condition, and then the result. For example, if he asks, I will certainly help him. This sentence refers to a real condition. In this sentence, there are two clauses. The if clause, that is a dependent clause, is the condition that affects the action in our second clause, that is independent clause. The if clause gives us the background to the speaker's action, so it gives us the background. The second way of making this sentence is the result first, then the if or when clause, and then the condition. For example, I would feel very happy if I had a pet. This sentence refers to an unreal hypothetical condition. Here the speaker's having a pet is uncertain and thus the result of the condition is equally uncertain. So the speaker wants a pet but does not have a pet, and there is no any chance that we can see he or she may get one or not. So it is very uncertain situation. Now let's see the types of conditional clauses. First is open conditional clause. So in these clauses, a condition may or may not be fulfilled, just like we saw in the above example. In these clauses, there is no indication whether the condition is likely to be fulfilled or not. For example, if you request me, I'll help you. If it is a fine day tomorrow, we shall go for a picnic. So it is not certain that they shall go for a picnic or not, but if it is the fine weather, we shall go. Open conditional sentence have the following pattern. What the pattern is? If, unless, plus present, then the main clause, that is can, shall, will, may, might, must, need not, ought to, should be able to, plus verb's first form. For example, if you are hardworking, you can be successful. If somebody smiles at me, I feel delighted. Unless you work hard, you will not succeed. If you are weak, you need a healthy diet. If it is a clear day, you need not take an umbrella. So just like this, we form these sentences. Now let's see what is a hypothetical conditional clause. These conditional clauses contain a condition that is improbable or unreal or unlikely. So this is kind of an unreal situation. These conditions are not likely to be fulfilled. So those were uncertain, but these are not likely to be fulfilled. Such clauses are called unreal or hypothetical unlikely conditional clause. So in these clauses, the following form is used: if, unless, even if only, simple past tense. So this is how it begins. Then we add the main clause, that is would, should, could, might, and verb's first form. For example, if I were you, I would not forgive him. It would be awful if you lost your train ticket. If I won a big lottery, I would buy a big house. If everybody worked sincerely, India would be a great country. Third is unfulfilled conditions in the past. These clauses contain a condition that was not fulfilled in the past. Let's see the pattern. if plus past perfect tense, then would, should, could, have, then verbs third form. For example, if you had started earlier, you would have reached in time. If we had won the match, we would have qualified for the final. If you had acted wisely, you would have saved your money. Had she passed the test, she would have gotten the job. Had you consulted a specialist, you would have not suffered so much. So, that's it for the chapter today. I hope you liked it and you understood everything. Now we have this exercise that you have to practice by yourself. So, practice this exercise and we shall move to the next chapter very soon. Till then, keep on learning. Bye-bye.